I'm Lynn, and this is a graceful moment brought to you from God. I was saved quite late in life. To make a very long story short, my husband Jack decided we needed to go to church one Sunday morning in 1994, and we did. And we've been going to church ever since. At that church, we had an incredible associate pastor. Her name was Jody, and she invited me to a Bible study, which I very reluctantly accepted. I learned so much about Jesus Christ, the Gospels, and how to accept what Jesus did just for me on the cross. I was then invited to a women's retreat where I was saved by Jesus and accepted that salvation. That changed my life so much after I was saved, and I wanted to have a closer relationship with God. So I started looking at what I could do. Well, at that church we were going to at the time, a very special speaker came to speak to our women's group. Her name was Becky Tarabasi, and she taught me all about prayer, which I have become very passionate about since. I didn't know I could pray. When I went to school, I learned that only clergy could pray, and they could only open the Bible. So Becky opened the door for me. She brought a whole new, wonderful practice and discipline. Wow, that really opened a door for me and has literally become my passion. At the beginning, I was very intimidated and very unsure about how to go about praying. There was a lady in our church who just prayed like an angel. I just loved to hear her pray, and I thought I could never pray like that. But Becky Tarabasi's book taught me how to pray and make it my own. Do it my own way. After all, praying is a private conversation between you or me and God. He doesn't judge who prays and how we pray. He listens. The first part is praise. She defined praise as devotional reading. Second is admitting sin. Admitting my sins to the one who already knows what I did, but is waiting for me to come to him and admit it and forgive me. Next is requests. Psalm 5:3 says, "In the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait in expectation." Finally comes thanks. This is where we daily acknowledge God that he has touched us, that he has loved us, that he is intimate in our lives through all the circumstances, interventions, and answers to specific requests arranged just by his hands. It really doesn't matter what order we do these 4 sections in, or even if we include them every single time, but God deserves our praise and thanks. And children sometimes have the best prayers. Here's one that came to me recently in an email. It's called the Untimely Answered Prayer. During the minister's prayer one Sunday, there was a loud whistle from one of the back pews. Tommy's mother was horrified. She pinched him in silence, and after church she said, "Tommy, whatever made you do such a thing?" Tommy answered soberly, "I asked God to teach me to whistle." And he did. I'm Lynn, and this has been a graceful moment brought to you from God.